Hello students. So I would like to first of all welcome all of you to NSBM Green University. So I hope you are going to have, you're ready for this new journey and you will be having our e-services. So I'm here to explain you about the e-services that we are going to provide to you at NSBM to make your studies at NSBM way more convenient. So in this session, I will be explaining to you about how to use Outlook, and I will be explaining you on how to use MS Teams, and also I will be explaining you on how to use the NLearn system. So I will be explaining separately on the purpose of these three different things which I'm going to talk about. So here, first of all, I'm going to start by explaining you about Outlook. But before moving on to that, students, I think by now, once you got registered to NSBM Green University, you must have received an email with all the credentials where you have your student email address, where you have your username and also the password. So you should have all these three information in order to use the e-services that I'm going to explain to you now. So first of all, I would like to start by explaining on how to use Outlook. If I just give you a brief explanation on Outlook, Outlook is used in order to communicate. Okay, so it's kind of an email platform. It's kind of an email platform which you can use to communicate with the university, and also the university will be using this in order to communicate with you. So all the necessary information like the important details with regard to your lectures and also important links. Now, based on the current situation, we cannot conduct physical lectures, so we will have to carry out online lectures. So we should send you the necessary links in order to log on to the lectures. Okay, so everything will be provided to you by using this Outlook email. You have to log on to Google. So I hope every one of you know how to log on to Google. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to log on to Google, and in the search bar you have to type Office 365. Okay, so first of all you have to log on to Google, and in the search bar you have to type Office 365. So now I'm going to click on enter. So once you click on enter, students, you will come to this interface. In this interface you have to select Office 365 login Microsoft Office. So first of all you have to go to Google. In the search bar, you have to type Office 365 and click on enter. Once you do that, you will come to this interface. There you have to select Office 365 login, Microsoft Office. So once you click on that, you will come to an interface like this. So in this interface, students, you have to select the icon sign in. I hope you all can see the icon sign in over here in orange color. So you have to click on this sign in icon. So once you click on the sign in icon, you will come to an interface like this where you will have to type your email address. The email address that you have to type here is the student email address which is provided to you from NSBM Green University. Okay, so I repeat it. The email address that you have to type here is the student email address which is provided to you from NSBM Green University. So once you do that, students, you have to click on next. Okay, so once you click on next, students, you will come to this place where you will have to type your password. So the password is also provided to you by NSBM Green University. So you have to type the same password which is provided to you in the list of credentials given. Okay, so once you type the password, you have to click on sign in. So once you click on sign in, if you get an interface like this, if you want to stay signed in, you can click yes. If not, you can click no. And then once you do that, students, you will come to an interface like this where you will see all the Microsoft packages.
Okay, so you have Microsoft Word, you have Microsoft Excel, you have PowerPoint, Outlook, OneDrive. Okay, so likewise, all the Microsoft packages are there in this Office 365. So which means students, you have free access to these packages. Okay, so here you have MS Teams. So I will be explaining now, due to the current COVID-19 situation, I told you that we will be conducting online lectures for a certain period of time, and those online lectures would be conducted through MS Teams. So I will be explaining about MS Teams later, but right now I'm focusing on Outlook. So now what you have to do after you come to this interface is you have to click on Outlook if you want to log on to your emails. So once you click on Outlook, students, you will come to an interface where you will have all your emails. Okay, whatever the emails that NSBM Green University would be sending you will appear in this particular mailbox. Okay, so I repeat, Outlook is the mechanism which NSBM Green University is using to communicate with you. Okay, so I hope it's clear up to this point. And coming to this interface, now this would be your email, like official student email. So you will be the only person who will be having access to this. When you click on the inbox, you will see the emails that you have received from NSBM Green University. And if you want to communicate with NSBM Green University, what you can do is you can type a new email. So you have to click on this new message, and once you click on new message, you will be able to type a new email to NSBM Green University. So if you want to communicate with your lecturers, if you want to communicate with your department administration officers, so in that case you can use this particular platform. So I hope it's clear to you, students. I hope it's clear to you on how to use the Outlook platform to maintain the communication with NSBM Green University. Now, students, I'm going to explain you about the NLearn system, the NLearn platform. So NLearn platform is the digital learning environment of NSBM. So I'm going to explain about that next. So as I said, students, NLearn is the NSBM learning platform, which means it is the digital learning environment of NSBM Green University. I hope, students, by now you all know that NSBM Green University is a sustainable university which is operating according to the green concept, which means we are not using much of papers. That means, students, we are not going to provide you the hard copies of the lecture materials. So the lecturers of NSBM Green University, they will be uploading the necessary lecture materials to NLearn, to the NSBM learning platform. So what you have to do is you have to go to your NLearn account and you have to download the necessary lecture materials from there. Not just the lecture materials, students, coming to the NLearn, it facilitates the submission of assignments. Now, when it comes to assignment submissions, most of the time, students, you will be having soft copy submissions. That means you will have to submit your assignments through the computer or else your laptop. Okay, so in that case, you will be using this NLearn platform to submit your assignments to NSBM Green University. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the purpose of NLearn. So now I'm going to teach you how to use the NLearn. Okay, and once you log on to Google, students, in the search bar you have to type nlearn.nsbm.ac.lk. Okay, you have to log on to Google, and in the search bar you have to type nlearn.nsbm.ac.lk, and then I will click on enter. Once you click on enter, students, you will come to this particular interface where you will have to type your username and the password. The username and the password is already provided to you by NSBM Green University in the list of credentials that we have sent you. Okay, so you have to type the username, and the password, it would be the same password that you use to log on to your Outlook account. Okay, the password would be the same password that you use to log on to your Outlook account. Then afterwards, once you type your username and your password, you have to click on login. So I hope you guys are clear up to this point. First of all, you have to go to Google, and in the search bar you have to type nlearn.nsbm.ac.lk, and then you will be directed to this particular interface where you will have to type your username and the password. So the username and the password is provided to you by NSBM in the list of credentials. Then you have to click on login. So once you click on login, students, you will come to this interface. So this is your account in the NSBM learning platform. Okay. Now coming to this, when you click on the dashboard, students, you will see all the modules, all the subjects, or rather the modules that you will be doing. Now for example, if you take your year 1 semester 1, you will be having 5 different modules. For example, you have a subject called, you have a module called management process. You have a module called personal development. So likewise, students, you will be having 5 different modules in year 1 semester 1. Okay. So in this dashboard, once you click on this dashboard, the NSBM, like if the NSBM has already enrolled you into the particular modules, all the 5 different modules would appear here in your dashboard. Okay, all the 5 different modules that you've been enrolled into would appear here on the dashboard. In case if any of the modules that you are currently doing does not appear on this dashboard, students, you have to contact your respective department. Okay, you have to contact your respective department or else your faculty in that case. I hope it's clear to you. Now in this demo, I have one module, okay, as an example. Just assume that this is one of the modules, welcome 21.1. So just assume that this is one of the modules. Okay, so I'm going to click on, if you want to download the lecture materials or submit the assignment respective to this particular module, then you have to click on this particular module. So now I'm going to click on the module welcome 21.1. So once you click on the module, all the necessary lecture materials related to the particular module, and also sometimes your lecturers would give you different quizzes, different exercises. So those quizzes will also appear on this NLearn platform. And not just that, if the lecturer has given you an assignment and you have the submission link will also appear here. So you can use the submission link and you can submit your assignment. Now when it comes to downloading lecture materials, students, I told you your respective lecturer would upload the necessary lecture materials under the respective module. So now just assume that this is one of the lecture materials that is being uploaded by the lecturer. Okay, so as you can see, there's a PowerPoint presentation slide. Okay, there's a PPT over here which you can download. So what you have to do is you just have to click on it. Once you click on it, students, it would get automatically downloaded to your PC or else your laptop. Okay, the lecture material will automatically get downloaded to your laptop or else your PC. So that is how you download the lecture materials. And apart from that, I told you the lecturers, they would give you different quizzes, different exercises. Okay, so if they give you a quiz, now here as you can see, there's a sample quiz over here. Okay, so what you have to just do it, you just have to click on it and you have to click on attempt quiz now. Okay, so once you click on attempt quiz now, you will be directed to the quiz and you can answer it, you can give your answer and finish the attempt. Okay, and finally you have to submit all and finish. Okay, so I have submitted my answer. And if you want to return back to your dashboard, you have to click on the dashboard icon. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you on how to use your NLearn or else the NSBM learning platform. So whatever the lecture materials that your lecturers are uploading, you can download it from the NSBM learning platform. And coming to assignment submission also, you can submit your assignments through the NSBM learning platform. So I hope it's clear to you. And if you want to log out from your NSBM learning platform, if you want to log out from NLearn, what you have to do is you can see a small arrow on the top right corner. Okay, you can see a small arrow on the top right corner. You have to click on it and you have to click on logout. Okay, so once you click on logout, you will be directed back to this interface where you typed your username and the password. So I hope it's clear to you students on how to use the NSBM learning platform or else the NLearn system. So next I'm going to explain you how to use MS Teams. Okay, so because of the current situation, you all know that we cannot have physical lectures, so in that case we will have to conduct online lectures. So MS Teams, Microsoft Teams is the platform or else the package that we are using to conduct online lectures. So next I'm going to explain about that. Coming to the Microsoft Teams students, MS Teams would be the platform that NSBM Green University would be using to conduct online lectures. You know that these days, because of the current pandemic situation, COVID-19 situation, we are unable to conduct physical lectures. So in that case, we will be conducting lectures through MS Teams. So that is the purpose of using MS Teams. Now I'm going to teach you how to use MS Teams. So for that, first of all, you have to log on to Google. Now coming to logging into MS Teams, it is very similar to the way that we use, to the mechanism, to the method that we use to log into the Outlook account. Okay, so first of all, you have to log on to Google, and on Google, on the search bar, you have to type Office 365. Okay, so I hope you're familiar with this process because I explained this to you when we are logging into your Outlook account. So it's the same way that you have to follow. So you have to log on to Google, and on the search bar you have to type Office 365 and click on enter. And then you have to click on Office 365 login Microsoft Office. Okay, so once you click on that, I think you're familiar with this interface as well. Okay, so you have to click on sign in. Once you click on sign in students, you will get an interface like this where you will have to type your student email address. So I told you the student email address is provided to you but by the NSBM Green University. So you have to type the same email address. Okay, so I'm typing the student's email address over here. Fine. So once you are done typing the email address which is provided to you by NSBM Green University, you have to click on next. So once you click on next students, you will come to the place where you will have to type your password. So the password is the same for all these three, for the Outlook, for NLearn and also for MS Teams. Your password would be the same. So you have to type the same password and click on sign in. So once you click on sign in students, you will come to this interface. I think you are familiar with this because I explained about Outlook. Okay, we came to this interface and we clicked on Outlook and we went into your email account. Now I'm going to explain you about MS Teams, which is the platform which we are using to conduct online lectures. Okay, so here you can see a purple color icon which is called the Teams. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Teams application. So you have to click on this. Okay, so you have to click on this purple color icon which is the MS Teams application. So once you click on Microsoft Teams students, you will be directed to this sort of an interface. Okay, now when it comes to these students, what you have to remember is Microsoft Teams, this application, you can use it by either downloading it to your laptop or else your PC, or else you can use it from the web browser itself. From Google itself, you can log on to Microsoft Teams. If you want to download this application separately, you have to click on this icon which is called Get the Windows app. Okay, but right now I'm not going to download it, but if you want, you can download the application and use it separately. Right now I'm going to use the web browser itself, so I'm going to click on use the web app instead. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. So once I click on that, I will be directed to my Microsoft Teams account. So this would be your personal Microsoft Teams account. Okay, so this is your account. As you can see, your name would appear on the top right corner. Okay, and you will see your modules here. NSBM Green University would enroll you into the respective modules that you're studying. So when you click on this Teams icon over here on the left side, when you click on the Teams icon, you can see all the teams that you are a part of, which means all the modules that you are a part of. Now, if you take, for example, I told you in year 1, semester 1, you have 5 different modules like management process, personal development, accounting. Likewise, you have 5 different modules. So all those 5 different modules will appear here in boxes like management process, accounting, personal development. So likewise, all the 5 different modules would appear here. So once you click on the module, students, you will be directed to the particular lecture. Now here you can see that the respective lecturer of this module, assume that this is a module, the respective lecturer of this module has scheduled a meeting, has scheduled a lecture. Okay, so if you want to join the lecture, now as you can see here, the lecturer has scheduled a lecture for May 12, 2021 at 2 p.m. So if you want to join this particular lecture, what you have to do is you have to click on it and then you will be directed to this interface and you can click on join. Okay, that is how you join the particular lecture. If not, students, you can also click on the particular calendar. Okay, so whatever the lectures you have, the lectures might appear on this calendar as well. Okay, so it would appear on this calendar. So from the calendar itself, you can identify, okay, I'm having a lecture right now, so I have to log on to it. Okay, so you can see the lectures from here. Not just that, students, the lecture links that the lecturers would be, the lectures that would be scheduled by the respective lecturers, these lecture links would be automatically sent to your Outlook account. So even from the Outlook, once you receive the particular email, the lecture link, once you click on the lecture link, you will be automatically directed to the particular lecture. Okay, so I hope it's clear for you. I'll repeat it. Once you log on to your MS Teams, this is the interface that you have in your account. So if you click on Teams, you can see all your modules. Just imagine you're having a lecture now. Okay, assume welcome 21.1 is a module. So now in this module, you have a lecture. You have to click on the module and you will see the lecture link which is being scheduled by the respective lecturer. So what you have to do is you have to click on it and you have to click on join. Okay, or else from the calendar also you can find out what are the lectures that you are having. Apart from that, the respective lecture link would be automatically sent to your Outlook email once the lecturer schedules the particular lecture. Okay, so from there also you can log into your lecture. Okay, so I hope it's clear for you up to this point. Now what you have to do here is you have to click on join. So once you click on join, students, you will come to an interface like this. Okay, we would recommend you to switch off your cameras and switch off your, make sure that you have switched off your cameras and also make sure that you have switched off your microphone before you join the lecture. Okay, make sure that you have switched off your cameras and your microphones when you join the respective lecture. Then what you have to do is you have to click on this icon which is called join now. So once you clicked on join now, you have come to this platform, you have come to this interface. This is your lecture, this is your particular lecture. So your respective lecturer would be conducting the lecture over here. You will see that the lecturer would be speaking here. You would see the PowerPoint presentation that is being shared by the lecturer. And in case if you want to ask any question from the lecturer, there is an icon here which is the raise hand icon. So you can click on this icon. So this will notify the particular lecturer that you want to ask something from the lecturer. So once the lecturer gives you the permission, you can unmute yourself from this icon and you can talk. Okay. If you want to ask a question from the lecturer while the lecture is going on, if you have any doubts to be clarified, you can raise your hand from this icon. So it would notify the respective lecturer that there's a student who wants to ask a question. So you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. But if you're hesitating to talk, if you're hesitating to unmute and talk to the lecturer, you can use the chat box. Here you can see show conversation. You can use this chat box and you can type your message. Okay, so as you can see, if I just click here and if I just type the message, it would go into the chat box. So the lecturer can see whatever the things that you are putting in the chat box. So he or she will respond to your particular questions. So I hope it's clear. If you have any doubts when it comes to lectures, like if you have any doubts with regard to the lecture that is going on, if you want to get it clarified, you have two options. Either you can raise your hand, get the permission from the lecturer and talk, and or else you can use the chat box. So those are the two options you have. So I hope you are clear with MS Teams, and once you are done with the lecture, what you have to do is you have to leave the lecture. Okay, so in order to leave the lecture, students, you have to click on this icon which is called the hangout. So once you click this, out of the respective lecture. So you can see this was the lecture. So the lecture was started and the lecture was going on and the chat is also visible. Okay. So this is how you use MS Teams. Okay. So Microsoft Teams is the platform which is used by NSBM to conduct online lectures during this pandemic situation, because you all know we cannot have physical lectures considering the safety of all the students. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you, students. And when you want to log out from MS Teams, what you have to do is you have to click on your initials over here on the top right corner and you have to click on sign out. Okay, if you want to log out, you have to click on this icon over here, your initials. You can see your initials here. So you have to click on that and you have to click on sign out. So once you click on sign out, you will be out of your Microsoft Teams account. So I hope it's clear for you, students. So this is how you use the Outlook. This is how you use the NLearn and the MS Team. So I hope you guys are clear with that. So I hope you would have an amazing journey at NSBM. Good luck, everyone.